Welcome back. You don't need to travel far to see some classic holiday windows and enjoy those magical memories.
They are right here downtown Green Bay at the Neville Public Museum. And so is Jordan. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. This is one of the examples of the holiday windows that you might have been able to see from the early and middle 1900s. Right, Beth?
Yes, 1940s, 1950s.
Okay, very cool. So we talked about H.C. Prange's department store, but that wasn't the only shop in Green Bay, correct?
No, there were several, and they were all tied to Washington Street. So really the heart of downtown Green Bay being Washington Street, having several different businesses that you could then shop and partake and eat, even eat dinner at the Cops, restaurant and have, So it's a combination of events that were happening.
All the good feels. Now, from the Neville, obviously it looks over the river, but can you see the place originally where this was?
Yeah, well, kind of, and then you have to remember Port Plaza Mall came in after. And so there was that whole kind of downtown change of older buildings to newer buildings. Got it. So the figurines themselves are from the Prange's department store when it was a standalone kind of experience.
So did you just try to gather a bunch of these, or how did you get all of the, I guess, what we see here? How did you get all this?
So there was a doll collector.
Okay.
And in the early 2000s, she had actually had her own display in a pole barn and decided that it was time to retire basically from, taking care of all of these figurines. Yeah. So she reached out to us, the Neville Public Museum and the Sheboygan County Historical Society, and we purchased many of the figurines and then had them restored over time. Yeah. So we try to do two things. We try to recreate, if you were going to Washington Street, if you approached a window of the department store, we try to recreate a window each year. And then we also try to recreate the Enchanted Forest, which would have been what you would have saw. So on your way to meet Bruce the Spruce, on the way to visit Santa, you would go through the Enchanted Forest.
Let's go over there. So I see, you've been mentioning this too, snow babies, right?
So they're the youngest. They're now about 45 years old. The snow babies were made in the late 50s, early 60s, and they're this kind of like little angel. They look like snowballs that have glitter and look like little angel babies. Okay. So we have the snow babies, which are on one side, and then our woodland creatures on the right-hand side. And so we try to recreate that experience and that feeling of when you were going through the department store and making your way and doing your Christmas shopping or holiday shopping. And Bruce is kind of the start to it, and then the Enchanted Forest kind of gives you that feel.
A lot of good feels, a lot of good feels. And then, of course, the children's only shop. Now, Rosie, I can't get in here. Rosie's the photographer behind the camera here. I can't get in here. I just simply couldn't bend over far enough. So do you think you can get a little sneak peek in there? I don't know if we can do that. Let's see. Let's get in there. So what's this all about?
So the children only shop is for kids 4 to 12, where they get a chance to then go in there with a personal shopper and acquire a small item for a loved one. It's a kind of a secret shopping experience, and we try to recreate that. So the children's only shop was part of the Prange's department store, and we recreate it here at the Neville. So for a small dollar amount, you can purchase certain things for your family members, and then volunteers gift wrap the presents, and then nobody gets a chance to see them until it's time to open them.
All right, so you guys have to come down here. They have all the lists of the hours. You can check this out on their website.
I think you'd fit through on your hands and knees.
Thanks, Jordan.